The day after she was born, she suffered her first seizure, and we spent over a month at Kosare in the NICU. And during that stint, the physicians informed me that children with seizures usually do have developmental delays. And with Dr. Farber, we kind of sat down and he explained to me what to look for. Molly is still undiagnosed. The only symptom she has is these developmental delays, and she had seizures at birth. She no longer has seizures, but that's it. So now they've labeled her as cerebral palsy, just simply because there's no other label to get. Neonatal Associates let me know that there was early childhood development resources with First Steps in 7 counties. So they referred me there. They actually did all the paperwork at Neonatal Associates for me. And then I received a call from my service coordinator, and then she helped me go from there. Working with Dr. Puri and Dr. Farber, you know, they're very frank, and you ask them, you know, do you think she will talk? And the answer is no. And you ask Dr. Puri how often he's wrong, and he's like, not very often, and if I'm wrong, it'll be 1 or 2 words, which is fine, you know. Again, they don't know if she'll be able to do the sign language, and so that's what I'm hoping for. So it's hard not knowing what she wants and what she needs. If she could point, that would be helpful too. She doesn't have that capability at this point. My first year with First Steps, like I said, we just started out with physical therapy and speech therapy. Speech therapy, I saw huge progress. She was able to take her bottle a lot, much better. We actually could move up to a sippy cup, so her tone did improve. We started table food, mashed table food, just working a lot on her oral skills and feeding skills. Physical therapy was slow. It was slow progress. At that point, Molly still wasn't able to support her whole body and sit up independently. So we were working a lot in the core, getting her to push up on her forearms and just strengthening the core. Like I said, we joined First Steps probably when she was between 4 and 6 months. And at 15 months, she could sit independently, which was a huge help to me because I could leave her with a pillow behind her and she could play independently with the toy while I made dinner. She could also, with speech, she could also take her drink from a straw. We had graduated from bottle to sippy cup to straw cup, and we're still at a straw cup right now. And in that year, we also decided to add occupational therapy. So we added occupational therapy within the first year, and you could see her fine motor skills improve. She could actually grasp her cup. She couldn't take it to her mouth yet, but she was grasping it, whereas before her arms were way out here and she couldn't bring them to midline to use them appropriately. She could finally hold a rattle and shake a rattle, something light. Nothing she couldn't clap, so that just working on bringing those hands to midline. Of course, I would have loved to see more progression. I think any parent would. But with Molly, the important thing that the therapist always reminded me, Molly never skipped a step. It was not that she didn't ever make progress or skipped over a certain, developmental milestone. They just came really, really slow. Right now you'd probably put her at about a year, where she is developmentally, but she has never skipped anything, which is good and promising, they say. And another important thing, she never regressed. A skill that she hasn't lost, which is good. It's nice now because she can play appropriately. And another thing, her joint attention improved, which was huge because she throws tantrums like a normal 2- and 3-year-old. She gets upset when you take her favorite toy away from her, whereas at age 1 and 2, you don't see that. Which is good to see cognitively, because her brain is also progressing as well.